As you drive along, Sports Drive.
Weekdays, 9 a.m.
Exclusively on 95.1 Nigeria Info.
Yes, it's a money-making Monday and a brand new week in the Federal Capital Territory. A very good morning to you, Abuja. Are you driving to your workplace or you're ready to kickstart the day? Yes, we are all rooting for you. My name is Ogechi Madu, Comedy Sports Mombasa, and this morning on Sport Drive, a lot that went on, during the weekend. We'll have to take a look at all of those. But I won't be doing this alone this morning. I've got Benga Boyega. When I'm here, Benga is always here. I don't know why. I don't know why, but
you have to go that route.
Well, there should be a way. There should be a way through here. We got a lot from boxing to football. I think there's also something in Formula One. Then CAF Confederation Cup, CAF Champions League, and we now know people that are contending and pretending, but no disrespect to Rangers International. But come on, they had a good fight. You would say.
I mean, the weekend was so graceful to me from the world of sports and also my birthday because starting from boxing, it was quite an interesting fiesta, although it felt like Dubois had a statement to make. He had something to prove. Absolutely decimated Joshua. In fact, between the first round and the fourth round, Joshua hit the canvas about 5 times before eventually the game was ended in round 5 or so. And the world of football also, we saw the Milan derby, AC Milan getting that win over Inter, stopping Inter from making it 7 wins. Because Inter has a better head-to-head. I mean, go down to the English Premier League. Mancity has now give us something quite interesting, a 2-2 fiesta. I mean, the world of sport was interesting. Even in the French League Nice scored about 8 goals. I think they were the biggest winners from the weekend. Talking about Galatasaray and Fenerbahce, Victor Osimhen versus Mourinho. And it was Galatasaray that came up. So generally, the world of sport was just interesting and intriguing.
Imagine life without sports.
Yeah.
Imagine your life without sport. No, have you thought about it? Have you thought about how your life has been? Please and find something. Find something. If it's swimming, you enjoy. If it's boxing, if it's football, of course, we all love football. Not all though. And I'm wondering, how can you just be there and not love football, not like to watch football?
And it's not even just about football, like we just ruled out. There's boxing, if you want to follow. There's athletics. There's a lot in the world of sports.
This other one I'm also good at. Badminton.
There's tennis.
All right, there's tennis.
A lot to follow, so why just cage yourself?
Why? Come on, cage yourself. All right, we're listening to Anthony Joshua. He's saying something to you, and that will be our main focus this morning on Sport Drive. I mean, he's come out to say that I am not done fighting. Of course, I will continue to fight. And after that defeat by Dubois, and a lot of Nigerians especially, came out to say that I think it's time, high time he retire and then look for something else to do, maybe something in humanitarian. I'm like, guys, calm down. But he came on to clear the air that I am not done fighting. I still want to keep fighting. Of course, in some you win some, you lose some, and that's just the case of him and Dubois over the weekend. So let's quickly listen to Anthony Joshua speaking after that defeat in an all British bout.
We brought your head high. We took a shot at success and we came up short, unfortunately. We rolled the dice, man, for the third time. There's 13 world title fights. Not everyone's been successful, but everyone's been fun and entertaining. We're trying to create history for British boxing, and I think we're doing that. And also, I appreciate all the press, media. The fans aren't here, but I thank them through you guys. I'm sure you guys will let them know that we're appreciating their support. And probably you're asking, do I still want to continue fighting? Of course I want to continue fighting. That's what I said is, we took a shot at success and we came up short. And what does that mean now? We're going to run away. We're going to live to fight another day. And that's what I am. I'm a warrior. And also, before I finish, we have to give credit to our opponent as well, Daniel. Even though when I sign up to fight opponents, I don't really like him in my head anymore. But now it's done. I take my hat off to him and say, well done, Tim and his team. And also thank you to my team as well for the way they prepared me. There was a few mistakes in there, but that's the name of the game. Fine margins can cost you at the top level. So thank you.
All right, there you have it. I'm a warrior. Fine margins. I mean, it's one thing to you either win or you lose, and the thing is, he's taking it in a good faith. He's not a sore loser. And yes, he also had give a credit to his opponent, that's Daniel, and also to his team as well. But he wants to keep fighting. And that brings us to the question this morning on Sport Drive. Do you think it is time for Anthony Joshua to retire? Well, Joshua was on the back foot from the outset and never covered as Daniel's sailed victory in 5, right? Where Anthony Joshua said he will continue fighting after suffering a devastating knockout defeat against the IBF heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois. All right, is it time for Anthony Joshua, AJ, to retire?
First off, I'm not one who usually decides or conclude for an athlete when to call it quits. But all I would say is...
No, but you can also see things, the constant...
No, losing doesn't mean you give up. It doesn't matter. Losing is a lesson. Everybody won't win. We win, you lose, and you keep on doing it until your body says, okay, they can't move forward anymore. So losing is not a reason to give up. It's if your body can take you the distance. And from what I saw in the game versus Dubois, first off, Dubois is younger, way younger. He's 27, Joshua is 34. And if you followed Dubois' career, he's had, including the match over the weekend, he's had 21 knockouts out of 22 wins. So it's like every time he goes into a boxing ring, he's prepared to knock out his opponent. Out of 24 matches altogether, losing just twice. And this would be Anthony Joshua's 4th loss. So I would understand when fans say, oh, would you keep losing? Would you call him different names? He has a glass jaw and so on and so forth. But it's up to the guy to continue winning. But the fact is, would you continue playing if there's no paradigm shift? He has changed his trainer a couple of times. In that particular game, there were instances where, okay, you received a punch to your gut, take your time out. He didn't want to take his time out. He wanted to continue boxing immediately. It was clear that he lost his footing, even at round 3 and round 4. So there are certain fine margins that if he had probably a better team at the corner, he would have made better decisions. But all in all, excuses. It is up to him to move on and continue to fight.
Yeah, Daniel had a seriously impressive resume. Just age 27, 96,000 persons were at the Wembley Stadium for Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois, the new British boxing attendance record, that is. Okay, moving away from boxing this morning, let's also take you through to the world of tennis. British number 2, Emma Raducanu, retired actually from her Korea Open quarterfinal against Daria Kasatkina with an injury to her left foot. Raducanu struggled with the issue in the previous round against Yu Yuan and continued to look uncomfortable in the opening exchanges against the Russian top seed. All right, and yes, straight up to other sports, and yes, talking about Formula One. Well, we got something here. Ricardo has good idea. Formula One career might be over. Yes, that's talking about Daniel Ricciardo, who says he's got a good idea that he might have driven his last race in Formula One. And has to take us straight to football now. CAF Confederation Cup. What happened to Rangers International?
Yeah, well, we continue to say our Nigerian guys haven't really caught it on the continent since we did over 2 decades ago, or let me say almost 2 decades ago. It just a reflection of the league, of the local league, and how other African leagues have moved past us. We can continue to say what we like about the national team and where Nigeria stands in Africa, but when it comes to the local league, when it comes to the core of what Nigeria stands for in terms of football in Africa, we are way behind. And it's obvious. That's all I can say. It's obvious. I didn't see the game live, but from the reports I read, from the statistics I saw, Rangers didn't really come to the party.
Well, it's not totally bad outing for all Nigeria representatives as Enyimba also cruised past the group stages where Olarewaju Yemi confessed to Enyimba we are lucky to seal a place in the group stage of the CAF Confederation Cup, where the People's Elephant confirmed their place after a 3-2 penalty shootout victory over Burkina Faso's Etoile Felante at the Godzilla Pabio International Stadium, Uyo, on Sunday, where the two teams could not be separated over two legs with penalty needed to determine the winner. This is Enyimba making
Absolutely.
it true.
I mean, I'm happy for Coach Yema because one would say it's a heavy shoe to step into after Finidi had to first coach the national team before going to another club. But basically, they started well in the MPFL as well. I think they defeated Haaland, was it 3-1? And they've not been able to play or complete up to 3 match days like every other team because of what they are doing in the continent. And on the continent, they've also shown why we are allowing them those outstanding games by qualifying to the group stage. So once again, congratulations to Coach Yema, and probably Enyimba would continue their title defense.
All right, good luck to all teams still remaining in the competitions, but we'll have to take you through to the fixtures from the Nigeria Premier Football League over the weekend.
Yeah, the results from match day 3, we saw Kwara United draw Ikorodu City, one of the newly promoted side, 0-0. It was also a stalemate between Heartland and Castina United, that's 0-0 as well. Kano Pillars losing at home to Remo Stars 0-2 basically, which means Remo Stars at the moment are top of the table from 3 games after 3 wins. That's maximum points for Remo Stars. Sunshine Stars also drew Abia Warriors 0-0, lots of 0-0 to go around. And Plateau United also losing at home to Niger Tornadoes 1-2. El Kanemi Warriors also winning away from home against Nasarawa United 3-4 on that occasion. And Lobi Stars also losing at home to Rivers United 0-1. And the top 4, we have Remo Stars, River United, Niger Tornadoes, and Sunshine Stars.
I am happy for Rivers United. I mean, considering the situation around how they, got the coach.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Finidi, and I'm happy for Rivers. He's doing so well, and I hope they continue, and they will have good hands and legs, to represent. But the league is just started. So
absolutely.
I think it's fine. I just calm down.
Yeah, I feel like probably we'll have more time on Wednesday when we have MPFL the show. We'll talk more about the array of coaches we now have in the MPFL, because I think this season is quite spectacular. We have a lot of known coaches, some coaches who have really paid their dues in the field, and it looks like that is one of the excitement that comes across the 2024-2025 season. Okay,
we'll be going straight to the headlines, but before then, let's see if we can just squeeze in 1 or 2 calls this morning on Sport Drive. Just make it very brief. If you want to talk, we earlier asked you if you think it's time for Anthony Joshua to retire, because many has come out to call for his retirement, that there's nothing left in him again. You can't keep losing back to back and still want to keep fighting, but he has come out to say that I will continue to fight. He's a warrior, and there's no stopping him anytime soon. But the phone lines are 070-0951-0000 or 080-999-301-37. Yes, that's 080-999-301-37. And someone says is loud in Arsenal for solid display against Manchester City. That's coming from Olise. All right, and Stones accuses Arsenal of time wasting. I think we'll have to talk more on that on EPL Tuesday, because come on, the late drama in the Premier League.
I mean, I will also say this, probably we'll have more time in the evening. I think Arsenal also need to get their acts together. They've been going well in terms of mentality, emotions, and confidence, but they find margins in terms of immaturity, kicking the ball away, wasting time.
I will say something to that now. Hello, good morning.
So unnecessary.
Good morning. This is Clint from F1.
Okay, good to have you on the show this morning.
I mean, I'm so unfortunate for Rangers International. It was expected actually, but then we thought they could just bring some surprises. There's a team that played 3 matches at home, right at the Godzilla Party Stadium, and all they could get was just a goal each for the matches. So, I mean, going to the continent for the first time, going away, and then not coming back with it, so unfortunate. But then we'll try again next year. That's when we get a worthy champion. I expected, Remo Stars, to do us the honors of perhaps doing something good in the future, perhaps in the next 2 or 3 years. I mean, there's one club that is well being run, well managed,
All right.
So I think in a couple of years' time we'll get it right.
Thank you.
And then for Anthony Joshua, I think he should retire. He's lost it. He's no longer that boxer that has that power punch. And, I mean, he's just a poster boy. That's why he's still at the top, getting fights, He's just poster boy boxing, handsome and all that, But as far as I'm concerned, he should lead boxing right now.
Okay. Thank you so much for your talk this morning.
He's lost cost and is it Fury now? $150 million.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, no, go stop. You people won't stop. Well, let's run through, because time is fast spent already, run through the Premier League matches over the weekend. West Ham United had to get a hold from Chelsea. They lost 3-0. Aston Villa also defeated the Wolverhampton 3-1. While Fulham defeated Newcastle United 3-1, and it was 1-0 draw between Leicester City and Liverpool. Now,
Everton, Leicester and Everton.
Leicester and Everton, yeah, and Liverpool Bournemouth, and we've got Southampton, Ipswich Town, Tottenham, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Manchester United. We had
another interesting new game.
Okay, so for yesterday, I think we had just 2 in the Premier League. There's Brighton, Nottingham Forest, who played out a 2-2 draw. Manchester City with that late drama.
The game of the weekend.
Arsenal also ended in a 2-2 draw. Well, elsewhere, La Liga, Getafe also played that 1-0 draw against Leganés, and Athletic Bilbao defeated Celta Vigo 3-1, while Villarreal and Barcelona ran riot there. But that's it, the package of our show this morning, guys. As Football Frenzy will be up later this evening.
75 people get chance to win 1 million naira and even more. Just open UBA savings account, come save at least 5,000 naira inside every month to qualify. The more you save, the more you go win. Just go www.ubagroup.com or dial *919*20#. Make you for start. Terms and conditions dey o. UBA, Africa's global bank.
Your hustle just found powerful partners. HP laptop powered by 12th generation Intel Core i5 processor is built to get you closer to your goals. Long battery life so you can work long hours without interruption. Plus impressive speed and performance to match your grit and determination. The HP laptop 50